They turn it over. Now the 76ers with it. They're on a 17-7 run. Here's Harris. That one's not going to go. Now the Pistons take it the other way.
Just doing the job on the backboard.
Galloway kicks to Griffin. Covington against Butler. Jacks up a three. They grab their own miss. Here's Drummond. That's good, and he's now 3 for 4 from the field. The 76ers leading by 6. Outside Butler. Back to Simmons. It's Drummond with the rebound. And, well, Detroit shooting 36% in this first quarter, trying to get their bearings.
Not sure if it's him or the defense, but just something's off tonight.
Especially in this quarter. He's had a few shots that look like they would fall, but things haven't gone his way.
Now Griffin, after J.J. Redick's three-pointer that didn't go. And it's blocked by Simmons. Feeds to Butler. Griffin with the steal. Outside Jackson, and stolen by Redick. And now here comes Simmons leading the break. That one good for 2.
No answer for Simmons, a tenacious scorer who finishes with muscle through contact.
And this is his first trip to the line tonight.
What's up?
That one misses.
And the Australian Simmons, a star in the making, folks. Thanks really in part to that tremendous skill set to go along with that gigantic frame.
Here's Galloway. He's still scoreless so far in this one. A nice shot by Griffin.
He has great instincts on the offensive end. He's tough to contain.
And the 76ers decide to take their first time out here. Okay, well, let's go down to David Aldridge for a report from the sideline.
Dwayne Casey gave me a few minutes to catch up with him. I asked him if his guys still believe they could come back in this series. He told me, absolutely. We know the hole we're in. We've had our backs against the wall before. Our goal is to just come into this game relaxed and confident. See where the chips fall. Kevin, back to you.
Thanks, David. And Simmons has got the ball here for the 76ers. 6-point lead. To the middle. Here's Harris. Some solid defense there from Jackson.
No hesitation. He took it right to the rack. But a quick reaction by the defense.
Covington with the bucket.
Again and again, they're dissecting the defense and creating those high percentage looks from inside.
Now here is Harris. He has 7. Back to Simmons. Pass to Butler. 6 to shoot. In the corner, Simmons with it. Over Jackson. The 76ers with another miss.
Can't convert, but a good opportunity from mid-range. He'll take that every time.
Galloway taking his time here. Shoots from 12. And a little luck that time, but it drops. And now just a 2-point 76ers lead. Simmons finds Harris. To the paint. Here's Embiid. Down it goes. His third basket. He's now 3 for 4.
Getting better at facilitating for others. Tobias Harris with the pass that sets up the score.
And Drummond throws it down.
He pulls off the Houdini to make that catch and slam it through.
Stupendous alley-oop. Simmons against Jackson. To the middle. Here's Embiid. The basket good off the assist from Simmons. And it's 8 points for Joel Embiid. Pistons trailed by 4. Jackson passes to Drummond. And there's a whistle, and that's going to go on Simmons. That's his first foul. There's 1:17 left in the first quarter of the game. Galloway kicks to Jackson. Just 5 to shoot. And that one's good. Drummond.
And it's coming easy for them right now. 5 baskets in a row in the paint.
59 seconds left in the first. Now here's Simmons. He's got 8. Harris with him. And Griffin picks him up defensively. Great open look there. Butler's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game.
I like this for Butler. When he hits the 3 ball, the defense has to play him honest, and that opens up driving lanes.
Now here's Griffin. He's got 5. Here's the 3. Galloway, no good. It's 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Harris and the 76ers tack on 2 more.
He's been so consistent scoring the basketball. It has helped him tack on to this lead.
Jackson looking around. He kicks it to Griffin. Over Harris. And the shot no good, a bit short. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
And the defender there a little out of position. Harris sees this, takes advantage, draws the foul.
The 76ers shooting their second and third shots at the line right here. The first one falls.
Crazy for Tobias Harris after signing a massive $64 million contract in 2015. He was traded just a few months later. Doesn't happen like that very often.
And Harris drops them both.
That's a huge advantage, having a big guy who can shoot free throws like this.
Jackson, that's a 2-pointer.
And don't sleep on Simmons defensively. Very skilled there as well. He just knows where to be and how to guard whoever he's on.
Tobias Harris, he's feeling it tonight and has been the driving force for the Philadelphia 76ers. He comes away with 11 points in the quarter and is showing no signs of fatigue. Back right after this. One of the most dominant big men in the league, Andre Drummond, says he's learned how to be a leader on this team.
Watching previous guys who've led this team and did the things that they did, I write that kind of stuff in the back of my head and just say, this is something I need to do this. Or if I see something I didn't like, this is something I probably will stay away from. And I think now that I'm in a role where I could kind of lead this team, I kind of have the blueprint on what I need to do to make this team successful.
And, Greg, with Blake Griffin, he's got somebody to take some of that leadership role alongside him.
And those two will be pivotal in deciding just how good this team can be.
Welcome back to Game 4 as we get back into the action. And looking at what we've seen from the 76ers, what do you guys think?
Boy, I tell you, it didn't take them long to find their rhythm. Strong offense through one.
Yeah, their scoring's been on point. They've got the early lead. Always feels good when that happens.
So on the floor for Philadelphia, the incredible Simmons and Embiid down low. T.J. McConnell is out there with Jimmy Butler. And it's Harris in at the 3 spot. The Pistons have gone 1 for 2 on the night so far from the line. And the Pistons making a change here. Teletovic has checked in. And the free throw, no good. The 76ers leading by 5. McConnell finds Simmons. And Simmons slams it in.
And the vertical of Simmons, an extraordinary dunker when given the chance to shine.
Ellington, the pass to Jackson. To the left side wing. Shot clock at 6. And there's a whistle, and that's going to go on Simmons. That'll be his second foul of the game.
Another foul would give him 3 before the half. Something to keep an eye on, guys.
Marjanovic checked in for Embiid. Here's Teletovic. It's Covington on the wing. Shot clock at 5. Here's Drummond. Detroit, no good that time either.
And this is a guy that can get you stops. Aggressive on the defensive end.
Also doing a good job of tracking the ball, contesting the mid-range jumper as well.
Pistons trail by 9. Jackson dishes to Drummond. Covington kicks to Drummond. And the rejection by Marjanovic. Right side, Butler. The basket good off the assist from Simmons. Simmons got his 3rd assist on the night.
That's their 3rd straight make off an assist.
Jackson finds Drummond. Back to Jackson. And that one, good. Jackson's got his 2nd basket of the game.
And for those who criticize Drummond facilitating, I say rewatch that play. He's improving.
Outside, Simmons. Here's Butler. And again, it's Philadelphia.
Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
And for those of you just joining us, we're almost 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. Here's Jackson. Here's Drummond. Good for another basket. He's put up 10 shots and made 7 of them.
I like that Drummond has become more in control of his offensive game, and the defense is running out of answers.
Simmons passes to Marjanovic. Outside Jackson, and it's Drummond with the jam.
Good vision, good decision by Reggie. Pushing for a better shot, finds an open man.
And here's McConnell, still looking for his first bucket in this one. Jackson against Butler. Simmons inside. Again, Philadelphia.
And the variety that Simmons offers is huge. It's pretty much pick your poison with him.
It's Covington on the wing. Here's Drummond. Kicks it to Ellington. Outside Jackson. Over McConnell. And Philadelphia grabs the miss. Simmons got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight.
And tonight he just hasn't been efficient offensively. That's a big reason why they're behind.
Yeah, and guys, with Simmons, you get it all. The shooting, the rebounding, and the passing.
Now a timeout called by Detroit. Pistons trail by 12. Jackson kicks to Drummond. Back to Jackson. Drummond trying to get himself free. And Jackson with the basket on the assist by Drummond. 6 points for Reggie Jackson. Butler finds Simmons. Rebounded by the Pistons.
Boy, he blew an easy layup, and he is furious with himself.
Count it, and the Philadelphia lead has been cut down now to just 8 points with the basket from Jackson.
His temperature is rising. I mean, it is rising.
Now, here's Butler. 12 points for him. Outside, Simmons. Dishes to Harris. And slam dunk by Harris.
An all-around handful to deal with. Tobias with a strong move for the potential +1.
This will be his third free throw shot of the game. Pachulia, he's checked in for the Pistons. The 76ers also with a sub. Korkmaz checked in for Simmons.
One shot, gentlemen.
That's good from Harris. Now Ellington. And Pachulia now atop the key. Covington in the corner. No good on the three.
A slight rebound advantage for them. One more column in their favor, and it's all adding up.
And Butler gets it to go.
How about the quarter he's having? Tremendous execution on the offensive end, helping to further fuel this lead.
Here's Pachulia. Jimmy Butler making his last shot. Ellington kicks to Jackson. Covington against Butler. Now here's Covington. He's tightly guarded.
And this is a guy that can get you stops. Aggressive on the defensive end.
Also doing a good job of tracking the ball, contesting the mid-range jumper as well.
McConnell scanning the floor. Pass to Marjanovic. Over Pachulia. And that one's good. Marjanovic has got his first 2 points.
And every offensive board is an extra possession. If you're trying to compete from this far down, you cannot allow that.
You know, I wonder, where's the passion? You can't afford a no-show here on the defensive glass.
To end the run, here's Pachulia. And he gets the basket. Officials blowing the whistle, so a chance at the line for one more.
And this is how Pachulia gets a lot of his points. Crashing the glass.
And he's got his first chance at the line here. And the 76ers making a change here. Grant's checked in. The free throw drops for Pachulia.
It's interesting. So many big, bruising centers in the league who can't shoot free throws, but Pachulia's actually pretty good at it.
Count the bucket, and he's got a free throw coming up as well.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
The 76ers have shot 75% at the line tonight, going 3 for 4.
One shot.
The free throw drops for Butler.
From the 30th pick in the draft to perennial all-star, Jimmy Butler has come a long way in a short period of time.
Now here's Jackson. 8 points for him. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Pistons will retain possession. Here's Pachulia. He dishes it to Covington. And there's a foul. It goes on Jimmy Butler. That'll be his second foul of the game.
And now only one away from being in the penalty.
Now a timeout called by Detroit. You look at Jimmy Butler. He's really been playing well.
Yeah, because he's been killing them all night. They are struggling to find an answer. Grant
against Toledovich. Outside Jackson, just 4 to shoot. Over Grant. Detroit, no good that time either.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
Now, here's McConnell, guarded by Jackson. Grant down low, working on Teletovic. Grant, that's good.
Up by a bunch. He's still pushing the action, trying to impose his will.
With this big of a deficit in the score, you think the losing team would be playing harder. Nope, the opposite.
Now here's Jackson. He's got 8. Back to Ellington. Covington passes to Teletovic. Pistons passing it around. There's Jackson with the 3. The rebound by Marjanovic. Marjanovic has got rebound number 5 here tonight. A floater, and he makes that one. Korkmaz has got his first bucket of the night.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
Jackson dishes to Teletovic. On the wing, Ellington. Outside Jackson. Shoots over Grant, and they force the shot clock violation. Great D. A different look here for Detroit. Griffin comes in for Mirza Teletovic, and Langston Galloway subbed in for Wayne Ellington. Philadelphia leading by 19. McConnell with it. He's been patient so far, nothing on the scoreboard yet. Inside. Here's Marjanovic. Uses the glass to finish the layup. And the 76ers lead by 21.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
They need this one. That misses off the backboard.
They have been board dominant in this game. That's definitely been a factor in crafting this huge lead.
Detroit's gone 0-2 from deep here in the second. Here's Galloway. Passes it to Jackson. Now Griffin. 6 on the shot clock. Shoots over Grant, and that one's good. Griffin's got his 3rd basket of the night.
Nice court awareness from Blake Griffin, understanding the shot clock was dwindling down.
Now, here's McConnell. Left side, Butler. And there's the pass to Marjanovic. Here's Korkmaz. From outside, off the mark. And here's Griffin. He'll bring it up for the Detroit Pistons, trailing by 19. And that one is good. Jackson's got 8 points here in this quarter.
Lots of contact. Jackson with the strength to power through, something he didn't have when he first entered the league.
Now here's Butler. 17 points in the game. Back to McConnell. Butler in the corner. Down low. And he makes the bucket, gets the whistle, and now a 3-point play chance here for him.
Jimmy Butler is on it, staying alert, finds his man breaking free.
The 76ers shooting their 6th attempt at the charity stripe in the game.
Find the lanes. Find the lanes. One shot.
That free throw good from Korkmaz.
And they have yet to miss a shot from the line here this quarter.
Now here's Jackson. He's covered by McConnell. Griffin looking it over. Pass to Galloway. The rebound by Marjanovic. Marjanovic has got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. Korkmaz passes to McConnell. Nice D from Griffin. Pistons trail by 20. He kicks it to Galloway. Shot's good. Griffin making the play. Griffin's got 3 assists in the game. Philadelphia has gone 3 of 6 tonight when they've let it fly from downtown. Now here's McConnell. Not a lot of room. Free throw line jump shot. Rebounded by Covington. Detroit's gone 0-2 from deep here in the second. Jackson finds Pachulia. Then Pachulia with the dunk.
The highest percentage shot on the floor. Zaza likes to get his points at the rim.
36 seconds left in the first half. Butler goes in, and he gets it to go. Butler's got 19 points.
As hot as he's been this quarter, the game plan is simple, folks. Get him the ball and get out of the way.
Jackson kicks to Pachulia. Outside Griffin. Over McConnell. And Griffin with the score. The assist by Pachulia. Griffin's got 4 points now in the quarter.
Moving it around, 8 of their last 10 coming off assists.
The 76ers shooting their 7th and 8th attempts at the foul line tonight.
Now, gentlemen, 2 shots. Roof shots.
The free throw drops for Butler. Good on both. Outside Jackson. Over McConnell. And no luck with that time on the buzzer beater. A dominating first half of basketball, and so far hasn't been close. Philadelphia ahead. They lead by 18. And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Kevin, thanks. Coach, what is your impression of the first half?
We played. And I thought we found a really good balance of posting and pace is what we've been talking about. And I thought our defense, for the most part, was excellent.
A good start. We'll see how they finish. Thanks, Coach. Back to you, Kevin.
Thank you, David, for that interview. And we'll see you back here after the break for third quarter basketball.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
And hello again. What a showing tonight. A sold-out building is where the action is happening. Ernie Johnson, Shaquille O'Neal, Kenny the Jet Smith. Taking a look at the 76ers. This game has been a continuation of the dominance they've shown throughout the series. They've got their brooms ready, and it doesn't look like anything's going to hold off the sweep. And from what we saw so far from the Sixers, Kenny, what's your takeaway?
I love how they opened the game up. They pushed the ball up court at every opportunity, and they put the defense on their heels. But it wasn't just a track meet. It was a well-thought-out strategy that the coaches had way beforehand. We'll see what adjustments get made to try to stop their transition game in the second half.
And Shaq, what are your thoughts on Detroit?
Not pretty to watch how they get torched in the low post, Ernie. When they were playing defense in the post, you know me, Ernie. Barbecue chicken alert, barbecue chicken alert. This team is going to have to up the pressure, play more physical in the second half, start a fight, throw some bowls, let's go.
And that's all we have for now. Tell the folks goodbye, Shaq. Tell the folks goodbye,
Goodbye.
Kenny. Goodbye. Go to Kevin Harlan.
And welcome back to the NBA playoffs as we get ready to continue with this round one matchup. We are seeing a tremendous game from Jimmy Butler.
And they haven't needed a lot of shots to get their points. Just tremendous efficiency here in the first half.
What I love watching is they are working for high percentage looks and cashing in when they get them.
And we welcome you back to our coverage of round one in the NBA playoffs. Pistons trailed by 18. While we've got a moment, let's set the floor. Brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up for the second half. On the court for the Pistons, the big men are Griffin and Drummond. Then it's Robert Covington, and there's Jackson, and it's Galloway in at the two-guard. Just 5 to shoot. Fires from deep. It's hauled in by the 76ers. Embiid's got his 5th rebound right now in the game.
It's a +5 advantage for them in rebounding after that one.
The Pistons shooting pretty well at 46% from the floor. Outside Griffin. Pass to Jackson. Covington dishes to Jackson. Drummond with it. Now defended by Embiid. Drummond passes to Galloway. Back to Drummond. They get the rebound. Good again. He's on tonight. 9 for 13 shooting.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Pass to Embiid. And Redick kicks to Simmons. Well, their pass it to Harris. Shoots from the line. No good on the shot. A bit long that time. And so Griffin will bring it up for the Detroit Pistons. They haven't given up any points here in the second half.
Just 1 for 4 since the break. They are looking for better efficiency on the offensive end.
Now the pass to Embiid, and it's sent back by Drummond.
And you can see it in terms of protecting the rim. Drummond has the ability. He just needs to stay active on a consistent basis.
And they start the second half with 3 straight misses.
Griffin's shot is good.
Yeah, the onslaught continues. He's been unstoppable now for a couple of nights.
The momentum is building, scoring in a bunch of ways. That's why his number keeps getting called.
Now here's Butler. Here's over Covington, and it's blocked.
That's a big donut, folks, here to start the second half. 4 straight they've missed.
Kicks to Drummond. Tipped away. Covington finds Galloway. And there's a whistle, and that's going to go on Simmons. That's his 3rd foul of the game. Not quite 2.5 minutes played here in the second half. Covington against Butler. Bobbed up there for Drummond. Clock at 4. Embiid with the steal.
Great job preventing that ball from coming into the post. Might have been an easy 2 if the defense wasn't there.
At 6'7", Jimmy Butler is no slouch down there on the block.
He is 3 for 3 from the free throw line. The first free throw is good. He's perfect from the line this time.
And this is what we've come to expect from him. This type of consistency from the line.
Time called here. The Pistons decide to talk it over. Well, we're into the third quarter, just over 2.5 minutes played. On the wing, Jackson, guarded by Simmons. Pass to Galloway. Here's Drummond and Embiid with the block.
A good board there, Kevin, but overall they're getting slightly out-rebounded.
And Redick kicks to Simmons. Outside Butler. 5 to shoot. The 76ers need to get off a shot. They get it again. And that's a foul. It's called on Reggie Jackson. That's his first foul. Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the third quarter. Embiid, the pass to Simmons. Back to Embiid with 1 second left. Drummond knocks it loose.
Obviously, this has been a tough quarter for him, but he's still trying to keep a positive mindset.
And there have been some terrible shot choices here, Kev. That's not a good look at all.
Harris finds Simmons. Down low. Stolen by Jackson. Unloads from 13. Galloway with the bucket. Galloway's got 6.
How about the passing? They are moving the ball without any thought, without any individual agility.
Here's Simmons. Here's Embiid. And it's sent back by Drummond. And the dunk by Embiid.
And just another example, Kevin, of how they built this lead, just outworking.
Greg, that was definitely an effort play right there. You talk about that all the time, fighting to get proper position, then slamming home the putback.
Pure hustle and will out there. He wanted the ball more, and he went up and got it with some style.
Detroit shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game.
Shots.
That free throw good from Griffin. Here's a Teletovic is checked in for Detroit. Ellington comes in for Reggie Jackson. And he can't hit the second.
+8 in the rebound differential. One more reason why they're in control.
Here's Butler, and the bucket is good. 3-point play chance here for him.
You know what? This is a skill set to be able to take the bump and stay on balance after the initial contact.
He's made all 5 of his attempts at the line so far. Free throw, good Butler. Pistons trailed by 17. Here's Galloway. 6 points for him. And Griffin, here we go, to the paint. Here's Drummond, and the layup's good off the glass. Drummond's got 20 points.
Making a dent in this deficit. He's been on point tonight.
And Simmons kicks to Butler. Harris passes to Redick. Basket is good. The assist from Harris. Redick's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. Detroit's gone 1 of 3 from downtown since halftime. Pass to Griffin. Up there for Drummond. Stolen away. Nice job to interrupt the alley-oop attempt there. Right side Redick from outside the arc. Another 3 for Philadelphia.
Yeah, that's 2 bombs in a row from long range.
And so Galloway with it. He'll bring it up for the Detroit Pistons. Right side, Griffin. It's in and good for his 6th field goal in 10 attempts.
Man, he's been on point, not forcing things, getting the most of his looks within the flow.
And Simmons kicks to Butler. Now the dish to Embiid. And Griffin sends it back.
Griffin has great timing. That's the reason why he blocked that shot.
Kept alive. Drummond. On the wing, Ellington. Nice shot from the wing.
His teammate was wide open there. Definitely the right choice to pass it out and let him take the shot.
The 76ers leading by 17. Simmons, the bounce pass. And here's Griffin. He's got 15. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2.
Blake is so hard to guard off the dribble, and he has the elevation to go over you, but he is strong enough to absorb contact and get to the line.
So far in the game, he's gone 2 for 4 from the free throw line.
Shooting 2.
And he makes the first. T.J. McConnell, he's checked in for the 76ers. Both free throws good from Griffin. Here's McConnell. He's still scoreless so far in this one. Outside Butler. Shot clock at 6. That shot misses. The Pistons go the other way with it. In the corner, it's Ellington. Three-pointer. Jimmy Butler comes up with the rebound. The 76ers leading by 15. Passes to McConnell. He kicks to Harris. Six for 10 with that shot going in. That's a good game for a lot of guys.
Just a solid all-around jump shooter. Tobias working over that mid-range area.
And that one's good. Drummond's got 6 here in this quarter.
Yeah, one of the few bright spots for his team. I mean, he's had a very efficient offensive performance.
Overall, it hasn't been pretty for his team, but he has shot the ball well.
Yeah, you see the killer instinct. He's going for the death blow.
True story. They got a monster lead that's taking a life of its own.
Now here's Drummond. He's got 22. Griffin's shot is off. The feed to Harris. Scores the bucket. He's 7 for 11 and continues to look good.
Even against good defense, Harris uses a combination of strength and agility to either overpower or elude the defender.
Here's Griffin. Shot number 12 goes in. He's made 7 out of 12 now.
Great quarter for him at the offensive end, trying to will his team back in the game.
McConnell kicks to Butler. And there's the pass to Embiid. Back to Butler. Over to Ledovich. Rebound by the Pistons. Drummond's got his 16th rebound on the night. Pass to Ledovich. Back to Galloway. Drummond trying to get himself free. Galloway with the bucket. Galloway's got 8.
Langston Galloway maneuvering himself around the painted area.
The 76ers leading by 15. McConnell kicks to Butler. And they double up Butler. Here's Embiid. The shot's good on the assist by Butler. And that's 12 points for Joel Embiid.
That was a great pass once the double team came over. He hit the wide open man perfectly.
Pass to Drummond. Nice ball movement by Detroit. Griffin. No good on the triple. Philadelphia's gone 2 of 3 when they ventured outside the arc in the third quarter. From 13, and it's Butler missing.
Lacking confidence right now in his offense. He's been shaky all period.
Teletovic in the corner. Kicks it to Drummond. Here's Galloway. He's covered by McConnell. And there's the foul. It'll go on T.J. McConnell. That's his first foul. Jackson, he's checked in for Wayne Ellington. .136 left in the third. Jackson with it. Butler covering. Fires from the line. Nice jump shot. Good. And that's 12 points for Reggie Jackson.
Good defense. Jackson could have passed out of it, but showing confidence in his jumper.
McConnell kicks to Butler. No good with the triple.
He started off solid. Had 2 threes at halftime, but blanked from deep since.
Galloway, no good. And it's McConnell with the ball. He'll bring it up for Philadelphia. Their biggest lead of the game was 21. Bucket is good. Harris has got 20 points.
And after really leaning on that three-point shot in the first half, seeming like they're just getting away from it here in the second. More of the shots coming from the interior.
Now here's Drummond. 22 points for him. Back to Jackson. There's the three.